knee warpage. Hey, what's up you guys, ShartimusPrime here, doing another NECA Pacific Rim figure review on the Jaeger Romeo Blue. If you're trying to get your Pacific Rim figures, you can get them at your
big. Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
Once again, gotta give a big thanks to NECA Toys for making this review possible. If you want to see the latest from NECA, check the link in the description below. We got our standard clamshell packaging right over here, as we've got with the other Pacific Rim figures. As you can see, he's got two kaiju down right there under his belt. You can see the silhouette of him right over there. Then you can see some of these other figures I've already reviewed, such as Tacit Ronin and then Hong Kong Brawl Gypsy Danger. Alright, let's get to it and crack this thing open. And here's Romeo Blue out of the packaging. A very cool looking figure. My favorite color is blue, and I really like this color blue a lot. In the camera right now, it's coming off just a little bit brighter than it looks in person, but it's a very nice, rich colored blue, and I really dig it. And this is a pretty cool Jaeger. It's a Mark I Jaeger, and I believe this guy is the first one to have two pilots. I'm not 100% sure about that. And I also believe this guy was piloted by the twins that we saw at the beginning of the movie also, you know, where it said something about soldiers becoming rock stars or something like that. And in the movie, there's a clip of him walking in what looks like Washington, D.C. and stuff, and you see him fight a Jaeger, so that's pretty cool. He got some screen time. And from my understanding, I think he's the first U.S. Jaeger. So it's really hard to see the head sculpt behind this fin. I think that's pretty funny. It's just right in his face. It must have been tricky for the pilots to see out there, but it is a really good looking head sculpt, and I don't know what this was for. I think this was for self-defense though, because it looks to be edged right over here, so yeah, it's probably what was protecting them. But anyway, the head sculpt itself is painted nicely. You get some nice red over there over the blue, and I really love the blue paint throughout the whole figure. The antenna is leaning just a little bit to the side, so putting a hairdryer to that may be needed. There's the back of the antenna. You know, looking at the side, you can see, you know, all the windows and stuff, you know, for the cockpit. Just throughout the whole figure, I really love this blue color. It kind of has a little bit of silver in it. You can see how it's reflecting light. I just think that looks so dope. I love this rich blue color too. It says 3H all over the place. Get some nice silver dry brushing right here on these bits. 3H again, some black and silver paint right there, something with the hands. I love that silver dry brushing. Now there is this little function to it. On this side right here, you can actually have that shoot out, which is kind of neat. You can see some sculpted detail right there. And the fingers on this guy look really cool. I wish he had articulated fingers, but it's alright. We get some more of that really clean red paint over the blue. You can also see there's this darker blue mixed in with that base blue color, which looks really good. The yellow looks like it's a little dirty. I think that's dope. Nice clean silver paint apps right there. I just love the sculpted and painted detail on this guy. Look at those feet, those Romeo Blue feet. And looking at the bottom of the feet, silver dry brushing continues, and you see he has peg holes. And here's looking at the back of the figure, and they did not skimp any details or anything like that for the back of this guy. I guess these are like jet boosters back here or something. Looks dope. I like those canisters on his back as well. There's this ball joint right there. I removed this little piece just because I knew it would be just glued on there, so I picked that off just so I can get more movement right there. And it doesn't bother me at all whatsoever. If I choose to put that back on there, I'll just re-super glue it. Now I dig the articulation on this figure, but I do recommend using a hair dryer on all the joints and stuff before you start posing it around. I've been doing that lately and it's been helpful for me. Anyway, you can get the head to look side to side. It does not look up at all, yeah, but you can look down. You do get some neck pivot in there. It's kind of tricky to see behind this fin right there. He has ball jointed shoulders that move outward. They rotate forward. He does have a bit of a swivel over here. You do get two joints at the elbows. There's a joint right there and a joint right there. You also get elbow rotation. He has this function over here that I mentioned earlier, and he also has this rotation right here on a ball joint, so that moves up and down, and then the hand is hinged, so those fingers move up and down. And then he has this ball joint over here, and without that little piece there, you can move it back that much, and it will rotate forward only that much, and it rotates side to side, and you do get a little bit of pivot over here. Now, at the top of the ball joint over here and at the waist, it rotates side to side, so you kind of have to like pinch around here to make sure everything's aligned properly. It's not too complicated, but it can get tricky. Anyway, he has these hip joints that move all the way outward that much, and he can kick back and forward quite a bit. He does have an upper thigh swivel. He does have double jointed knees, and then the ankle can't really move down so much. It moves up a little bit, rotates side to side, and you do get a little bit of ankle pivot. And Romeo Blue stands just a little bit over 7 inches tall. Then here he is next to Tacit Ronin in Gypsy Danger version 2.0. So you can see that these earlier Jaegers were a bit shorter than these later ones. And to compare him to some kaiju, here he is next to Axe Head and the battle damaged Knife Head. And here he is next to the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man. So I wish this guy had a little bit better ankle pivot, but overall I really do like the posability of the figure, and I just love the way it looks. It's just a very cool looking Jaeger. Anyway, I hope you guys liked my video. If you did, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button right over there, and check out my last two videos over here. And don't forget to check out my photo gallery over at toynewseye.com, along with coverage from Toy Fair 2015. I'll catch you guys later. Peace. battle damaged knife head figures.